Good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Maximizing Your Potential Talk Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day, wherever you may be around this globe. Y'all, it certainly is a beautiful morning, a beautiful Monday morning as that. At that, you know, I was outside earlier, and it's going to be a hot day, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely a beautiful day. And, there's so much expectation in the air. There's so much going on. You know, there is so much going on. And I hope wherever you are feeling that you have that expectancy and you're looking forward to something. You're looking forward to whatever you may have going on. It certainly is a highlight to anything that you're working on. There's so much, that's going on right now in my life. Before I get into that, let me introduce myself to those of you who may not know me. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, and I'm the host of Maximize Your Potential Talk Show. And this is what I do. I help motivate you. I help you to see your work, see your value, build your self esteem and your self confidence. Because, I know that these are some things that a lot of times people take for granted. They just, don't look at those things as, key factors in their lives. But expectation is one of them. Okay. And I'm going to talk about that more. But what I'm talking about now is, have that expectation of whatever project that you're working on, that all along this journey to reach your goal, there's exciting things that's happening. And you should be enjoying these things. Each, step that you take. For example, I have this project that I'm working on right now. And I told some of you about it. And some of you may not even know, but it's going to be a course that I'm launching next month. And it's for women, building self-esteem and self-confidence. And also a collaboration, and this is a separate project, a collaboration project with a couple of women that I initiated back last year. And this is when it's happening because there was a lot of things that were going on, and y'all know for the last 2 years there has been a lot of things that has constantly been going on. So, but it do what it do, and it'll happen when it happens. You know, and we're excited about that. But and, I'm hearing from women and I'm hearing from them saying, well, I got this going on, I got that going on. And it's so exciting to, be able to see them each step of the way and being able to hear the different things that, they were doing in order to, you know, um, move the needle further to their ultimate goal. I have one friend right now. Um, she's looking forward. She has just, launched her book, her ebook. It's a credit repair ebook, and she has these book signings and different things going on. And then I have this other friend. She's over across, overseas, enjoying the good life, and she'll be back. But I'm just saying, there's so much going on. There's expectancy in the air, and whatever you are involved in, have that expectation. Look forward to completing your ultimate goal. But, even as you walking toward the finalization of that project, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. I was looking at the calendar this morning, checking, to see, my appointments and everything. And I noticed that, Yo, this is the last month. I mean, excuse me, the last week of July. The last week. Next week will be August. And exactly 5 months from today will be Christmas Day. And I'm saying, wow, where has the time gone? Next month, children, they'll be starting school. And it's just been, a fantastic time. It seems like time is, really going by rapidly, but all of the things that has, we have been able to accomplish, and the end of the 7th month. It's so much that has been going on. And I'm just grateful to know that, we have accomplished so much in these 7 months. And we have a lot more to accomplish. And we have been enjoying it, every step of the way. I can honestly tell you, I've learned a lot. You know, I, have increased my knowledge a whole lot. There's different things that, I have been made aware of from reading, from studying, from, attending, um, webinars, seminars, and different things of that nature. It's just so much, information that I have that has allowed me to implement those things. And that's what we should always look forward to, having an expectation, you know, of moving the needle forward. But, it's just exciting, y'all. It's just exciting. So let me ask you this question. What are your expectations like at this time, of your life, or in this season of your life, or in this time period? What are your expectations like? What are you expecting? What are you working on? What are your dreams? What are those goals? What is the outcome? What outcome are you expecting? And those are some things that you could ask yourself. When we look at that word expectation, are you preparing? How are you preparing? What are you preparing for to meet that ultimate goal? To, be there at the highlight of whatever that is that you have put together or you're putting together. What are you expecting? Are you telling everybody about it? Or are you keeping it to yourself? Because that has a lot to do with what you're going to see and how you progress. So, what are your expectations? Or do you have any expectations? And as I'm talking about this, it brings to mind, because I've been working on this course all weekend. Matter of fact, I worked on it Saturday, and that's why you hear my voice, okay? I apologize for that, but my voice, because I've been in the studio and recording. And I, it's a part of self confidence, it's a part of self esteem, your expectations. So, what are you expecting? Or do you have an expectation of whatever project you're working on? And even if you're not working on the project, where do you expect your life to be? And say a year from now, what are you expecting from yourself? These are some things that you should think about. Having expectation, because expectations are excitement. Expectations, keep you motivated, where you're looking forward to that completion of that project. Just like like I told you, my friend who wrote that ebook, she's looking forward to these book signings and different things that's going on in her life. She's looking forward to this. So just think about those things. What are you expecting? Or do you have any expectations? Because, like I said, this is the last week of July. We're about to go into the 8th month. And where are you when it comes to expectations? Have you said on January 1st, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you haven't gotten it started yet? You had good intentions, but you have yet to start. Newsflash, any day could be your January 1st when you decide that today will be the day that I start walking toward my ultimate goal. Take one step at a time, one day at a time. Don't worry about, this being, the last week of the 7th month. Start today. Just decide within yourself that you're going to start today. Whether it's that ebook or whether it's a book, put it that way. It doesn't have to be an ebook. Whether it's a product or service, whether it's something that you want to do, whatever it may be, have expectations. And expectations help to build your self-confidence and your self-worth because it gives you something to look forward to in life. Something to look forward to. So let me dive in to the message today. The topic is when expectations meet reality. When expectation meets reality, what are you hoping for? What are you hoping for? Or do you have any hope? And I hope that you do. Okay? I hope that you do. I hope that you don't see this as there's nothing for you because there's so much more for you than you could, even comprehend. But you just have to get started. Start walking toward forward movement, walking forward, rising up, rising up. I always say, frame your day. Before you get in the presence of others, number one, get in the presence of God. Empty yourself out before Him. Ask Him to fill you for that day, for whatever you need. And then go to the mirror and look at yourself directly in the eyes and begin to speak affirmations over yourself. Begin to tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am worth it. I am brilliant. I am whatever it is that you need to tell yourself. Begin with I am. Okay? I am powerful. I am an overcomer. I am a winner. Whatever it is that you need to say, that's what you say to yourself. And begin expecting good things to happen, positive things to happen. Something's good something's good is going to happen to me today. And be expecting it to happen. Be expecting to get that good, that good positive phone call, that good positive email, that good positive knock on the door, whatever it is. Build yourself up and have that atmosphere of expectancy because it makes a big difference in your life. And you'll notice that how much motivation, momentum that carries with it. Everything starts with you. So why not make this a good thing and expect the best to happen to you and for you today? So, when expectation meets reality, what are you hoping for? And I want to go into the first talking point. When you possess confidence, because like I said, it's confidence, okay? You have confidence when, it builds it, when you're expecting something. It builds your confidence as opposed to when you're not expecting anything or you're expecting bad things. When you expect negative things and adverse things that's coming against, whatever you're working on or whatever you like to, happen in your life, it tears your self-confidence down. But like I said, I'm working on this course talking about building your self-confidence and your self-esteem. When expectation, when you expect it and that thing comes to pass, you have reached that goal. The joy that comes from it, the overwhelming feeling that, it does to you, you know, it's that confidence that you possess. And not only that confidence, the boldness, okay? When you have expectation of something, there's a boldness that breeds from you where you begin to see that you could overcome anything. You know, you could, just knock it out of the way. When you have that confidence comes with boldness. It comes with, this daring attitude where nothing can stop you. You know, nothing can stop you. That's a mindset shift where you believe that nothing can stop you. Let me go to the comments right quick. Good morning, Lucky. How you doing today? It's so nice seeing you today. I see that you had a great time on your retreat. I was looking through um, some of the pictures that you shared, and it was so good, to see you enjoying yourself over in the mountains. I know I haven't been to the mountains over where you were, but I know time in the mountains because that's where I was um, back in June. I was over in the mountains over in Tennessee, and it was just so peaceful, so joyful, and I really enjoyed it. But I did see, your pictures. Thanks for sharing that, with us um, to see, what you enjoyed and your time at that retreat there. It was beautiful. So I thank you for sharing that. But anyway, y'all, that confidence, okay? That confidence, when you possess that confidence, you have a firmness to stand your ground, okay? That's what expectation does to you. You will stand your ground. You won't waver, but you'll continue to move forward toward meeting, the next goal because, that's not it. Because when you reach one goal, you're moving on to the next. And like I said, it builds that confidence in you. It builds that boldness. It builds a daring. It builds a firmness in you. So always have an expectation, okay, and an expectation of succeeding, not expectation of failing, but an expectation of succeeding, reaching your goals. Because again, I'm on the subject of building self confidence and building self esteem. Okay? Building self confidence and building self esteem. And the next talking point I want to talk about is outlook. Okay? And when you have that expectation, it helps frame your mind. Okay? Frames your mind where you will accomplish. Remember, when expectation meets reality, okay, it frames your mind. Now you are able to see because you understand that you can accomplish much more than what you thought you could. That's why I say, y'all, there's much more to you than what you think there is. There's much more to you. So don't ever, play yourself short or your expectations of self, or are they of others? That's another question. Are your expectation of self, or are they of others? Your expectation, don't be overly concerned about, what somebody else's expectations of you are, but be concerned about yourself, because that breeds into, and that's one of my one of the things that's going to be in this course. A lot of times people are trying to fulfill um what somebody else expects of them, instead of fulfilling what they expect of themselves. The only person you have to please is yourself. Okay? Because those other things add to overload, and they breed, other things that will not be favorable. But, as you always hear me say, be yourself, be you, and expect the good to come from you. Not what people think about you, but you. You have expectations. That's all that matters about yourself. Are your expectations demands, or are they real? Or let me see, are your expectations demand, or they're realistic, or are they unattainable? You have to be realistic. Okay? And they have to be able, you have to be able to obtain them. And because it's a great disadvantage when your expectations are not realistic, okay, and they're unattainable. Maybe in a different way they will be, or in a different time they will be attainable, but at the present they're not. But there are steps, there are things that you have to do in order to obtain those expectations. Sometimes you just can't, jump way over here because it's too much, because you're leaving those things that are supposed to have those steps that are supposed to take place in the middle. You're trying to jump over those things, and those things will what? Breed disappointment and failure. So you have to have realistic expectations, and you have to, walk toward or build up toward those things becoming attainable in your life, if I may say. And I hope that I explain that. I'm trying to do it the best way I can. Okay? But your outlook helps you to frame your mind. Thank you for sharing that with us. And it also, it helps with having a standpoint, okay? A posture, an alignment where it positions you when you have that outlook because of your expectation. Okay? When you're expecting something, you could see that. Okay? You could see it. So it gives you a whole different viewpoint. And I'm going to talk about views later on. It gives you a whole different perspective. It's just like, okay, say a couple's expecting a baby, okay? They have a whole different outlook. A whole different outlook. That's why I said, I asked you the question, are you preparing? Okay, when expectation meets reality, but along the way for that, to reach that reality, or have you started something, but you're really not expecting. I want you to get in that atmosphere of expectation, okay, of having that positive outlook by having an outlook of succeeding and not failure. Having that outlook of something's good's going to happen to me, something's good is going to come out of this, instead of treating it lightly, having no expectation, thinking, well, whatever way it falls, whatever way it be, that's how it's going to be. Having a different attitude. So your outlook, okay, it having that expectation, that positive expectation, when it meets reality, you have to have a different type of expectation, a different type of outlook. You have to have belief, okay? Have that positive attitude of belief, believing that it can be, okay? Believing that it will be, because that goes back to confidence, okay? If you think you can, you will. And that gives a different outlook, as opposed if you think you can't, you won't. Okay? It's how you see it. It's how motivate yourself. Everything, y'all, comes from the inside out. And as a visionary, you have to understand that nobody could breathe life into your project, into your vision, except you. Okay? Because you and your vision are one. So if you're not expecting greatness to happen, guess what? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No matter what PR firm or whoever you get, it's not going to happen, because life comes from you. Life comes from you because it's you, your vision. It's a part of you. So when expectation meets reality, what are you hoping for? Or do you have any hope? Or you just created it and you just forgot about it? You just create. How many people we know just create things? I know people, they just create things and it's just sitting there. I know a young lady right now. She has a lot of things she created, and they're just sitting there. Hardly anybody knows about it. She's not trying to push it forward. No expectation. No expectations. The next talking point is trust. When expectation meets reality, trust. It gives you trust. It gives you hope. That hope is security. That's why I say, what are you hoping for? You have to have hope, okay? Because when you expecting something, you're seeing it. You're hoping. You matter of fact, you've already seen the end from the beginning, okay? And you have to get that clear vision. And you see it happening. You see it as already has happened. So that elevates your motivation even the more, because you've already seen it. When expectation meets reality, there's a strong trust factor there, because it gives you that security. Now you build from that and you allow it to explode into greatness. Okay? You allow it to explode into greatness. Confidence in your future, okay? Or in the future. Because I told you, you already seen it. You saw the end from the beginning, okay? You're working toward it. So your future is in the future. So this determines what your future will be. And you go from there. You see, momentum, building self-esteem, building self-confidence. There's so much that I could go in, with this one. I know I'm just skimming the surface. I'm skimming the surface. And I'm trying to give you, the best that, I could say. Thank you for the inspiration this morning. Just wanted to check in. I'm about to prepare for my morning. Okay. We are talking about honesty. Okay. Yeah, let me know because I would like to. Maybe I'll go back and I'll check to see what time that you go on and let me know so I could come in and, and see what you're doing over there on your live streams. Okay. So put in the chat what time you come on. And when I finish with this, I can go over there and jump and see what you're talking about. Okay. That's a great topic about honesty. So thank you for chiming in this morning. It's great to see you. But that trust, giving you that trust, that trust also strengthens you. Okay? It strengthens you when expectation meets reality. Strength. And we all need that strength to, walk through to see our project to completion. And that's what it gives you. Expectation. This expectation, all these things, opens up into, or expectation opens up into all of these things. Put it that way. The next talking point would be views. Okay. Illustration provided. And I know I talked about this before, but you get that picture. You get that image in your mind where you see the end from the beginning. You'll see it. And that's another thing that will strengthen you. Let me see. All right, Silent No More. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Okay, Mountain Standard Time. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, because I'm on Eastern Standard Time, but it's Silent No More, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, well, thank you for sharing that with us. And for those of you who want to go over and check out Lucky's live stream called Silent No More, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. You're welcome to do that. You're welcome to do that. Thank you for sharing that with me this morning or with us this morning. So, your views, that illustration that it provides when expectation meets reality. It gives you a range of vision and you see forward. You're seeing that end from the beginning. And that leaves you with, you have no apprehension. There's no worries because you've already seen it. And I always say you have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. So having that view, okay, when you expect something, it opens up into, like I said, confidence, your outlook, your trust, your view. Okay? It opens up those things. So that's why you have to have expectation, because it opens you up. If you're not expecting something, it's going to close you off. And you will have an adverse effect. Okay? And that's not a good place to be. And that's something that will also tear down your self confidence and your self esteem. So, when expectation meets reality, it heightens your awareness because now you're looking for opportunities. You're choosing from opportunities. Okay? It gives you a different viewpoint, it enlightens you. Like I said, it heightens your awareness as opposed to you're not being aware because now you're bogged down in not really caring, if I may say, because you don't have any, expectation. And that's a lot to think about. The next talking point will be assurance. When expectation meets reality, there will be an assurance there. Okay. That's freedom from doubt. Freedom from doubt because you know it's going to happen. You believe that it's going to happen because you've seen the end from the beginning. You allowed, that project that you were working on. You drafted it out. You spoke to it. You did a lot of things along the way. Now you're expecting greatness to come forth. Can you see how that builds your self-confidence and your self-esteem by the things that you create and having that expectancy that it's going to do good, it's going to do great, it's going to sell? That's why I tell you that there are people that's waiting for you. You say you're expert in this, you're expert in that. Okay? There's people that's waiting for you with money in hand. And you have yet to write that book or create that product or service. And they're waiting on you. You have to have expectancy first within yourself. And that's that self-confidence and self-esteem. And once you have that, you have to continue to build upon that with your products and services. You can't let it lapse, within yourself. Because if it lapses within you, it's going to lapse within things that you create or things that you do. You need that assurance. You need that endurance. Okay? You need that self-confidence. You need it. You need to build yourself up from the inside out. And everything that you're involved in, everything that you do, it will produce. There will be, you'll be productive and profitable. But if you don't have any expectations, you and whatever you're creating or doing will be dead in the water. And I'm talking about positive expectations. Because again, this is just, a prerequisite, you might as well say, of this course that is in its final stages that I've created, talking about building your self-confidence and your self-worth. And you can get more information about that with the information that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Linktree/keys to wealth building. 79% of women suffer from a general form of self-confidence and self-esteem issues. And this was done by the Wealthy Her Network. 79%. They're not meeting their goals. Goals in their products, services, businesses, life, because they have no expectation of it ever succeeding. More people are afraid of, how would I say this? Let me see if this even fits into this. Succeeding than afraid of failure. And why is that? Why is that? That's a self-confidence issue. Thinking that you don't deserve. Thinking that that's for somebody else, but that's not for you. So, get that information at the bottom of the screen. And I'd like to, see if, you qualify for, taking this course, because this is for people who are serious, women who are serious. And if there's a gentleman out there that want to take this, that's fine. Build your self-confidence and your self-esteem, because you have value, you have worth, you have knowledge, you have something that somebody is looking for, and you don't have any expectation that you could produce something that will change their life. And not only their life, but those people around them, their lives, and also lives for generations to come. So when expectation meets reality, what are you hoping for? And I told you, when expectation meets reality, you'll have confidence. You'll have a great outlook on things. It gives you trust, okay? Which is that hope, that security that you need. It'll, give you views where you're highly aware of the next great opportunity that's going to take you to the next level. And it also is an assurance, freedom from doubt, and having that endurance to continue on and reach that next goal that you desire to reach in life. So I hope that what I have shared with you has brought you an awareness and has given you the tools, the information that you need to have that expectancy, a good expectancy of your worth, of your value, of those gems and treasures that reside on the inside of you. I hope that what you have heard has ignited a fire on the inside of you. So for next time, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me on this segment of Maximizing Your Potential. And again, I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman. Remember this. This is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.